What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's your boy, Unique Gamer. We're here with some more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, as we get back into the King Arthur story and what's going on. Um, in this afternoon, evening slash evening series, we're going to be trying to finish some side stuff in Act Two, um, and open up the map more. And we might get into the main quest towards the end of the video. I don't want to say that we will, but we might. Right now, we're going to be putting out some weird lanterns and then figuring out this letter about who has been getting our people jumped as they've been crossing over. Bandits have been jumping them. They said the letter came from somewhere over here, so we're going to check the camp and see. Check this little outside farm area in the daytime. But while it's night, we will be putting down our weird lanterns and diving in, man. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. It will be a late night stream as usual. Um, Hey man, don't forget to drop a like if you check it out and you like what you see. Hit that like button, man, and it goes far. It helps the channel. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, man. It's your boy, Unique Gamer. Let's get it.
Always good to have a little. Take care out there.
Have a good day. Nice to see you.
Sometimes it's good to just sit and think.
Who's there? Don't come any closer. I'm warning you, my husband is just downstairs. Well, if you're here to rob me, you're going to be disappointed. My husband and I live off the land. You won't find any riches here. That doesn't mean you can waltz uninvited into the first house you see. We live here. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Everywhere's dangerous. There's no such thing as a safe place on this island. That's something I've learned the hard way. Yes. One I do not tell to strangers who break into my house. No. No, he's very busy at the moment. I'd rather you didn't disturb him. Then please leave, before my husband catches you here. Please just go. Oh no. What have you done? What have you done? You monster! You killed my husband! Gods, you're heartless! What kind of monster would bring me fresh berries every day for our morning porridge? My husband was kind, gentle, and caring. And you expect me to thank you for killing him? You're sick! He wasn't impersonating anyone. That was my husband. I'm blind, not stupid. I know who lives in my house. He's not a creature. Don't call him that. He was my beloved. The answer to my prayers. When he showed up, it felt like the gods had finally decided to right the wrong they committed by putting Broden in my path. I finally had a husband who never touched me in a way I didn't want, who never beat me so hard I couldn't get up from the floor. Someone who cherished and cared for me, and whom I could cherish and care for in return. For the first time in my life, I was happy to be a wife. And you took that from me. Someone I'd rather not think about right now. But by the gods, he would have loved this. Making me feel helpless and miserable was his favorite pastime. You could give me a hand with the funeral. Just take his remains and place them on the stone altar nearby. I don't know which god was worshipped there, but they sheltered me when I needed it, and then they brought me my greatest happiness. I need to see to the flowers and proper offerings, and I just need to be alone for a while.
Show yourself!
Finally, someone showed up. Listen, you've got to help me get out of this place. I've been stuck here for what feels like ages. Ah, right. My name's Brodin, and this is my house. Oh, well, it looks like my house, but I can't leave, and my dumb wife is nowhere in sight. Hey, sworn to her before the old mother and all that drivel. Why so surprised, eh? Don't tell me she really made one of those freaks here her husband. Oh, Deirdre, I never thought you had it in you. Of all the lessons I taught her, I never thought that would be the one to stick. Ah, it doesn't matter now. Good of you to get rid of that thing. You just put it out of its misery. Ah, you know what they say. Marriage is hard work. Ours felt like squeezing water from a stone. Deirdre was a crappy wife. She was lazy, whiny, and her cooking tasted like shit. I'll admit, sometimes I got rough. But that woman tested my patience like nobody else. But I can see now there was one thing she did learn. Once they are sworn to you, they belong to you, whether they like it or not. Deirdre's deranged. She's spiteful and mean-spirited. Nobody could be happy with her. She makes it impossible. That beast stayed close to her because it had no choice. I've been here long enough to know how these things work. If a deal is made, it can't be unmade. I've always told her, like coals to like. We're not that different, regardless of what she claims. Of course she didn't. She always loved playing the victim. The poor little abused blind girl. Exchanging her rightful husband for a beast slave probably doesn't seem as appealing as the fantastic love story she's concocted in her mind. I'm sure my loving wife had something to do with that. You see, one evening I went out to get some wood and saw a strange light. All of a sudden, a creature attacked me. I tried to fight it off, but I just can't remember what happened next. I must have passed out. When I woke up, I was here. According to them, I cannot leave. Ever. But now that you're here, and that thing that attacked me is back there as well, you could try killing it, and then we'd both be free. Because I can't. I can't touch them, I can't do anything to them, yet they can do anything to me. It amuses them. They like to torment me. They tease me with promises of freedom, only to yank it away at the last moment. Please, you've got to help me. What about her? She's still my lawfully wedded wife. I vowed before the gods to take care of her, and I will, just as I always have. What's there to think about? Yeah, I'm not without faults, but who is? Not my wife, that's for sure. I don't deserve this shit. I don't deserve this shit.
Here, take the light. Yes, give. Now go. Hurry.
I don't deserve this shit! I don't deserve this shit!
You've done well, mortal.
Hello? Oh, it's you. Is everything ready? A deal? What deal? What in the world are you talking about? Broden? What does he have to do with anything? And what realm? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, this feels just like... It feels like my beloved. So he's alive? You didn't kill him? Please, tell me everything. Broden, what does he have to do with anything? Are you suggesting that I somehow sent him there? That's absurd. If I knew I could get rid of him that easily, I would have done so before he literally beat me blind. Anything. Everything. At first, I prayed to the gods to tell me how to be a better wife, to explain to me what I was doing wrong so he would stop beating me. Then I prayed for someone to save me, to take me away from here. And then there were nights when I prayed for a swift death. The last time before Broden disappeared, Gods, I remember now. I asked them to take him away from me forever and give me a better husband. Not intentionally, but if what you're saying is true, then I don't regret it. Rotting in that place is the least he deserved. I don't know. I think I'll just... wait. This orb you gave me, I can't explain it, but it feels like a promise. It's important, so I'll take care of it. And in turn, he'll take care of me, just as he always has. Here, take this key. There's a chest buried behind the house. Before I lost my sight, I managed to earn some coin with needlework. I hid it, thinking I could use it to run away one day. Take it all, I don't need it anymore. And be safe out there.
So, you finally arrived. Or is it the two of you? It's a pleasure to meet you. Call me Maggot. I don't like that other name Denholm and his men insist on using. I don't know, and that bothers me a lot. But I sense something lurking inside you. Something quite terrifying, I must say. All I'm sure of is that you've been exposed to vast quantities of the weirdness and survived. And that's rare. Let's say I have certain skills when it comes to magic.
A druid? Curse someone? Couldn't be me. I'm not even a druid anymore. I know a thing or two about herbs and mushrooms, but I can't for the life of me recall how to curse someone. That knowledge leaked out of me long ago, like molasses spilling from a broken jug, straight onto the floor, seeping into the gaps between the rotten boards. Red-eyed demons licking it up underneath. I don't know, to be fair. My potions tend to cause a blissful state of forgetfulness. Who is that man, anyway? What kind of curse are we talking about? Oh, no. That does sound a little familiar. You see, I had a dream where I heard the howling of demons and went out to stop the one who summoned them. I turned him into stone. So that really happened? Bagpipes. So, that was where that infernal howling came from. It felt as if my very soul were being torn out through my ears with red-hot irons. I must have unconsciously dived into the recesses of my memory and reached for the long-forgotten knowledge about curses. Incredible, isn't it? How a mixture of herbs and mushrooms can open the mind so profoundly. Yes, fortunately, such a curse is much easier to remove than to cast. Wait a moment. I should have all the ingredients for... What was I... Oh, yes. The ingredients for a certain concoction. There. Take this potion and pour it down his throat. It'll burn all the way down, but there's no other way. You see, it needs to burn in order to dissolve the reality in which the curse keeps him immobile.
Weird lanterns? Oh, sure, I know about them. They're everywhere these days. Simple tools to keep the weirdness at bay. But, how to make them? That's where things get tricky. I used to know. I had the recipe from my old master back when I was a proper druid. But it's been years, and my memory's not what it used to be. Sold the recipe too. Gave it to a merchant named Alwyn. He's got a thing for druidic artifacts, though you won't hear him bragging about it in public. If you want that recipe, you'll have to deal with Alwyn. But don't expect it to come cheap. He guards his treasures like a dragon hoarding gold. Yes, the Menhir. It responded to your presence. It reacted to you. And that's unusual. It means big changes are coming to our small Kunacht. Do you know why all those Camelot troops are here? That's right. Unfortunately, they believe that by gathering all the dying Menhirs and placing them around Camelot, they'll stand a fighting chance against the oncoming weirdness. But they don't know, or they don't want people to know, that a Menhir is nothing but a piece of rock, unless it has been ignited by a special ritual. And if they were ignited once, they can be rekindled again. You see where I'm going with this? No. I want you to rekindle the Menhir in Connacht. I'm too old to play a hero, but I can help you become one if you care about things like that. And I, for once, would like to stand on the right side of history. That's the problem, you see. I don't have one. The moment the Menhir reacted to you, I felt something. As if a piece of my brain was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't quite reach it. I suddenly remembered about the Menhir rites, the ritual I told you about, and that there were 2 scrolls that contained it. But where are they? How do I even know that? That's lost on me. So, it looks like we'd have to take a little trip into the recesses of my memory, literally. Well, not literally. As entertaining as that sounds, you won't be dissecting me. I'm talking about a journey into the subconscious, not an anatomy lesson. Just a bit of mushroom potion and poof, you're on your way. Safest option we've got, relatively speaking. I like your eagerness, but I don't exactly have the materials required for this particular kind of potion on me. It's not like I'm letting people inside my mind every day, you know. Here's what we'll need in order to make this thing work. Just grab these and bring them back and we'll see what happens.
Are you a friend or a foe? Have you come to take my place? In the sacred mission, taking over the feeding and guarding the abyss so it never spits out its insides. I've always known that one day my successor would appear. We always have. I will be the master, and you will be my apprentice. You will take over the sacred mission. Look down. Can you see anything? No? That's exactly as it should be. I guard the abyss. The abyss requires feeding. I hunt down lives I sacrifice to the abyss. This way, the abyss is calm and Avalon is secure. If not for this sacred mission, Avalon would face unspeakable suffering. It would be the end of our world. This is my sacred mission, and it can be yours if you so choose. A life is a life. Sacrificing one person is a small price to pay to prevent the catastrophic terror that would follow if the gates of the abyss were to open. The abyss is a gate that separates us from all that's evil, all that's at the very root of our suffering. It's chaos and darkness. The abyss must remain closed. We must ensure that the gates never open. The sacrifice is essential to keep the abyss contained. Then you will become more fodder for the feeding. We will fight, I will defeat you, and your body will become the feed for those seeking to enter this world. My mission is to ensure that the abyss never opens its gates. Oh, would you really risk the fall of Avalon, knowing its fate rests in your hands? It's not about fate. It's about necessity. I respect your wisdom, my apprentice. The question remains, will you take on the sacred mission as the apprentice, or as the feed? So, you have made your choice? I hope your soul proves noble. Just go down already.
All right, 1 second. Let me just pee real quick.
Help me! Water? Do you have anything to drink? I can't move, so I need your help. Thank you. My name is Linwood, and I've been cursed. That damned rat of a druid cursed me. I've been stuck like this for the past 2 days. No food, no drink, nothing. That bastard left me to die. It must be. Please, you have to do something. I won't be able to last for much longer. Do you have any ideas for how to remove the curse? What? I'm supposed to just forgive and forget? Let him keep turning people into stone willy-nilly? Oh, fine. Have it your way. Even though I don't understand why you'd defend that tree hugger, I won't report him to the authorities. All I want is to be able to move my legs again. Give me that potion. It can't get any worse, I think. Oh, Mother's mercy! What is this? Are you trying to kill me? Wait! Something's happening! I can feel my fingers! Thank you. I don't have much, but please, take these coins. Tell me, where did you get this potion? Really? You talked to that dog? Did he tell you why he almost killed me? What? Was that really what it was all about? He condemned me to a slow and agonizing death just because he didn't like my music. It's no wonder that Shard Conclave happened. Fine, but I still hope I never run into him again. What if he breaks my arms next time because he doesn't like the way I'm peeling an apple? Thank you, once again. May the All-Mother guide your path. Thank you, once again.
The brain of a truly unique creature, though I do pity its existence. The conflict between such opposing instincts must be such a torment. Nakalevi are hybrids created by the Red Priests, certainly a cross between redcaps and goats. Though other animals were likely involved in the experiments. Regardless, thank you. I'm glad you came out unscathed. Here's your payment. Thank you. I trust you took the necessary precautions. The plague is known for its high contagion rate. I must admit, this is an important moment for me, for various reasons. I will soon begin the brain examination. Thank you again. Poor soul. I only hope his consciousness completely vanished, sparing him any awareness of this nightmare. Since the weirdness began to re-emerge, cases like this have sadly become more common. Thank you. I hope that through these studies I can better understand the connection between our biology and the weirdness. So, it seems we're almost done. But I must ask for your help with one last matter. Before we met, I made contact with Dalriata trappers who agreed to get me the brain of an ice weaver. Out of their group, only 2 survived. Let's just say they've been making some threats. I need you to go to the exchange for me. Can I count on you? They belong to the Svein tribe, but were banished for some reasons. To be honest, I don't care. I just wanted a group of folks who knew the Forlorn Swords well. I assumed they could handle it without too much trouble. Don't expect a warm reception. They're cold, harsh people, and given their current emotional state, well, it's a dangerous mix. We initially planned to meet in a location I could easily access, but after what happened to their folks, they've made some specific demands. Here's the location and the gold I promised them for the task. Don't try to negotiate. The amount has already been agreed upon. Once it's done, find me. I'll be nearby. However, I'd prefer not to attend the meeting. It might unnecessarily escalate the situation. Until next time.
Let your guard down. You are nothing but a... I will be your downfall. I will be your downfall. Show me what you are made of. I see fear in your eyes. I will be your... I've had worse. one sneaks up on me.
Go on, let me reward you. Death is the greatest gift, I assure you. Still alive? How revolting. Let's fix that, shall we? Why do you keep going? Surely you must see how pointless it all is.
You're not one of the rats scurrying about this place. Truth be told, you don't seem to belong here at all. Perhaps you shouldn't be here, eh? But in the grand scheme of things, it's none of my concern. Do you need something? Name's Gatto. Once upon a time, I used to be a rat catcher at the court of King Segremor. Later, fate led me to catching rats here, outside the cold walls of Segremor's castle. A king is a king. He bears the flaws inherent to any ruler, as if the crown itself bestows similar faults upon each bearer. But there's little to say about Segremor. It's the queen, his wife, who is the true delight. She's scheming, spiteful, and beautiful. The ideal woman. Trust me, I've met King Segremor on many occasions. He doesn't make much of a grand impression, and he used to have quite the short temper. There's not much around here. The most important places are my shop and Segremor's court, just over there. You might also run into the Shroom Knight. The Queen's personal lapdog. Though he's a knight, he's a rat of the lowest order. I can't make heads or tails of him. No idea what he needs. If you want, go ahead and talk to him. I've grown tired of that fellow. Waiting for a customer. Are you interested? Come back if you need anything else.
Greetings to you, strange soul. You carry a light that doesn't belong to the Segremor's realm. You're not from here, are you? I fear, then, that you won't be able to grant me absolution, at least not yet. Only a pure soul can bear the sins of another. My soul was once like that. I thought it would be enough to... I don't know what I thought. I've been here for so long. Not just anyone's. I took upon myself the sins of my queen. I had no choice. I swore an oath of loyalty. But if I had known the weight of the Queen's misdeeds, sometimes I wonder if this is my punishment. A punishment for consorting with someone so corrupt. I don't know. I sought meaning in the All-Mother, pondered the truths of the Red Priests. I searched for a merciful God, but all was silent. Then I came here. For Segremor, soon to be king, was about to ascend to the pantheon of demigods, and beside him stood the queen, as radiant as dawn, gentle as the light of spring. I swore to serve them until the end of time, yet she desired a true kingdom, regardless of the means. Next, there was the descent into the depths where we now find ourselves. This came to pass at the Queen's behest. How twisted and corrupted must one's soul be to desire something so dreadful, to rule alone over the world of shadows. I was stupid. May be my only solace in this vale of tears. The fungus helps me keep my senses, attuning me to the rhythm of this forsaken kingdom, making me somehow understand. I feel the footsteps of the souls wandering above. I feel their ever unfulfilled needs and desires. The fungus conveys this to me quite clearly. And in a way, I accept the workings of this wretched place. I feel as though I am a part of it. It gives me some sense of belonging. And perhaps there is another future for this realm. Perhaps if we are all connected here, forming one single organism, it might lighten our burden? Who knows? Apparently, this is what the world looks like without gods. Everything that was meant to be born here was supposed to fulfill a beautiful mission. Instead, it became an endless wandering in the abyss. Segremor took a wife, a woman whose power no one was aware of, much like her true intentions. And here it is. Kingdom deep in the abyss, with its abysmal king and queen. May goodness and light guide you. May goodness and light
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger, to the humble halls of King Segremor's castle. Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them, though most are the old regulars. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new face. We haven't had many guests of late. Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. I am but a simple custodian, a lowly servant of our gracious majesties. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much constant dying. Oh, it's no big deal. We live here in perpetual suspension. Time can't touch us, and it's all thanks to the Queen and her sisters, who decided that would be best for everyone. Well, as long as you don't sin against their majesties, then you might share my fate. Or that of Sir Stygander, who you may have encountered on your way to the castle. Well, I wanted to feel the softness of the royal bed. No, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think. The Queen's honor is intact, at least where I'm concerned. But I happened to be in the chamber when King Segremor appeared. He wasn't alone, and his companion wasn't the Queen. It was one of the Harpist sisters. But shush. The king didn't notice me, but the Queen caught on to my unease. She tried to force me to confess what I had seen. I think she suspected it involved one of the king's indiscretions. In the end, I was the one who paid for his sin. Oh well, it's the lot of servants to bear the burden of their lord's transgressions. Loyalty, of course. Sir Stygander swore to our queen that he would remain faithfully by her side, and that he would take every sin of hers upon his shoulders. That was a very unfortunate pledge, as it later turned out. Now our brave and loyal Sir Stygander is atoning for sins that aren't his. But breaking his vows would be a sin in itself, requiring even more atonement. It's a no-win situation. But such is our fate. Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait a bit. The king's schedule is completely full for the foreseeable future. And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. King Segremor is very particular about treating all his subjects equally. Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's not much I can do to help. Though, now that I think about it, perhaps if the Queen's sisters put in a good word for you, you might just get to the front of the line. Oh, that would be Miss Clare and the midwife. Should I elaborate about the royal family in any particular order? She's the youngest of the sisters. She used to be so sweet and innocent. But now, well, I shouldn't gossip. I'm already trying to make up for that. Just know that Miss Clare isn't a bad person. She became envious of the Queen's love for the king and ended up chasing after boars who never really returned her feelings. I don't know much more than that. Talking to Miss Clare is rather, difficult. You'll see what I mean. She's a wonderful woman, completely dedicated to family. Her life's mission was to bring a child to the royal couple into this world. She loves all the royal children. Unfortunately, none of them are, suited to inherit our kingdom. You'll be fine, as long as you don't insult her family. I'm glad you asked, my lord. All you need to do is kill me, and the keys to the sisters' chambers will reveal themselves to you. Yes, exactly. It's no big deal. I've died thousands of times. That's just how it is for me. Ever since Segremor's kingdom was established, I've been the keeper of the keys to all the chambers in the castle. And with magic, when a spell says, guard at the cost of one's own life, well, it tends to take that phrase quite literally. If I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore, right? So I come back to life every time someone needs a key from me. That's just how things work around here. Hello again, my lord. Do you need something? Have a splendid time at King Segremor's court?
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet babies. I lost them. I lost them all before they even got here. They scattered, poor things, like dandelions in the wind. The Queen. She wants nothing to do with me. I failed her so terribly that she no longer wishes to see me. I've fallen so far from her good graces. But I will make it right. You'll see. I just need the children here, safe and sound. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are, she will love them just as much as I do. My little flowers, they're all gone. Met their grim fates within these castle walls. They die and die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through their neglect. Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all, they were barely more than blood on our sister's white sheets. No, no, I swear they are here. They are all here. Our little princes and princesses. They never were, and never will be. Yet they give me no rest. Last night, I dreamt of our brave Wieland pierced by 100 arrows. 2 nights before, he was swallowed by the water. He never left his mother's womb, yet he calls to me always. But I cannot find him. So I write. I write when he last showed himself to me, so I'd know, so I could go to him if I ever had a moment of peace. They are here because I wished for them so desperately. I hoped my sister would be happy, but you cannot force something that was never meant to be. Yet I tried, and tried, and tried. Now they haunt my dreams and waking hours, while the Queen has forgotten she ever carried them under her heart. Really? You'd do that? And you won't hurt them, will you? Please, I cannot bear to hear their cries anymore. I need them close, so I can watch over them as I was meant to. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister, perhaps then I could finally know peace. Let me think. Renaud, the Crown Prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the legacy that will never come to be. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would wash him again and again, scrubbing endlessly. It feels like he rarely leaves the bathtub. Oh, and Hugo, such a sweet child, sleeping soundly in his cot. Sleeping and sleeping, always and forever. He has his favorite lullaby.
He's gone. Young Prince Renard. Oh, by the gods, lost for good this time. The midwife will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, I won't go back to her like this. And the Queen, she'll do worse. Much worse. Have you ever seen her angry? Hopefully not. She has ways. Cruel ways. The lash is the kindest punishment among all of them. My favorite. Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. He stood there for a long while, just staring into the well. And then he was gone. He just stepped in like it was the most natural thing in the world. Are you mad? Who would do it? Jump into that void. You're not being serious. Oh, surely you don't mean to. Oh, may the gods watch over you. Or, no, wait. Better they don't look upon someone heading into a place like that. They might feel disgusted. But I wish you luck. Remember, everything you do is being judged.
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel? The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling. Almost grown, though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in. Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only of trivialities. Why I'm just a gilded youth, unable to appreciate what I have. I won't bother listing every one of my vices. Don't take it personally. You're not that special. Nobody is. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, everything in this house proves hopelessly useless. Any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. Next time, I'll find a deeper despair and an emptier void to hide in. Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duties. She never handled disobedience well. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll force me to return at the end. And later, I'll try to run away again. Of all my mother's obsessions, control is her greatest. Everything must bend to her will. That's why I take so much pleasure in defying her. Poor father, letting her trample him like that. It seems a crown on a man's head weighs him down and dulls his mind. The charms of power. They say I take after him. Look closely, and you'll see all you need to know. How pitiful I must be then. Above? What above? There's nothing there either. Here, emptiness turns into more emptiness. Nothing begins, nothing ends. The same, over and over again. I'll tell you something. All this darkness and silence is no different from what awaits us in the gardens, the halls, or the chambers. Spare yourself the trouble. You don't have to drag me by the hand. I know the way back. The Queen's little lapdog. Phew.
You've found the young master. Joy, such great joy. I owe you a debt or two. We simple folk, we must stick together. Here, take this. I hope it serves you well.
She stitched them into her prayers, yet the gods unraveled them one by one. Where are they? A mother should not outlive her children. I must preserve their existence. But how can I when they are gone?
Go away.
Boars. No, not boars. Boars in the letters. the letters to Bors, to beloved. These, all of them, I write. Letters to beloved Bors, I write. I write only letters to Bors, to beloved. Yours, Claire. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. Once, sister. In Segremor's arms. Once, me in Bor's arms. Forever. Yours, Claire. I write. She stitched them into her prayers, yet the gods unraveled them one by one. Where are they? A mother should not outlive her children. I must preserve their existence. But how can I when they are gone?
The knife must always be placed with the blade facing the plate, the fork with its tines up.
Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty, cursed to feel nothing for eternity. Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched by age or hardship. Yet unlike her sisters, Claire possessed a secret, a flicker of defiance against the curse that gripped their land. Her heart remained free, protected by a force beyond even her eldest sister's reach. True love. This love bound her to a noble young man named Bors, whose memory was her light in the kingdom's shadow. Though torn apart by dark magic, Claire refused to surrender to despair. She knew that giving up hope would mean losing herself entirely, succumbing to the same cold emptiness that claimed her sisters. So she endured. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart. Working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun, he paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the fields daily, offering Bors water and sharing quiet moments beneath the shade of a willow tree. Days stretched in rendered to love. But one day, as the maiden passed the field, her beloved Bors was nowhere to be found. She waited beneath the willow until darkness fell and reluctantly returned to the castle. The next day, and the one after that, she returned. But Bors never did. Summer turned to autumn, and the maiden ceased her rides. She withdrew into the shadowed stillness of her tower, her heart heavy with unending sorrow. Unbeknownst to her, Bors's bones lay bleached and brittle beneath the sun, hidden in the very field where their love had bloomed. For in Segremor's kingdom, no crime was graver nor punished. In the days of King Segremor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Claire, her spirit unbroken despite her captivity. Determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening, he sang in the castle hall. I was writing something important. Do you know what it was? Here, you've read these notes on the stacks of paper. My handwriting. I must have written them, yes. Strange. No, I'm sorry. course. My former lover. I have fond memories of him. Really? Perhaps that was true once. I longed for my own Segremor. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest boss, I'm sorry. My sister. I have 2 sisters. One older and another the eldest. She's the caregiver. She nurtures. She helps. She tries. I was writing something. Something important. Do you know what it was? Enough. She sees all, hears all. Her arms are long. They're everywhere. Go now. Go.